After being asked to do so, in this video I'll show you a semi-standard chess session such as what I ate on 2 random days with my OMAD. Starting with training, the reason for saying semi-standard is that I did this workout somewhat in a hurry. As usual, I used what I define as reversed volume training, which is how I've been training for the past 8 years, getting my results. More on that can be found in my OMAD Gains book, such as in a PDF that will be soon available on my Gumroad store. Pre-exhaust. I started the session with 2 fly and then proceeded with 2 pressing movements. One of my favorites, the machine fly, isn't available where I typically train, so I take full advantage of it whenever having the chance. When I do, I start the session with it, as it's one of the safest and most efficient movements, dragging tons of blood into the pecs. My whole training philosophy is safely throwing as much blood into the muscle as humanly possible and then finishing with free weights and compound exercises. So after 5 to 6 sets on this machine, I did 4 to 5 on the incline dumbbell fly. Based on personal experience, these 2 fly movements complement each other very well, preparing the pec for the riskier and more taxing presses. In my humble opinion, the machine fly provides the most stimulation on the concentric, whereas the dumbbells allow for a deeper stretch on the negative, so the combination gives the best of both worlds. Mass builders. After the isolation, I proceeded with the first pressing movement, and usually that's either an incline dumbbell press or its hammer strength variation, which I actually prefer due to being safer. This time I did exactly that. The reason is that this gym has the commonly unavailable plate welded piece, which I prefer as well. Though also an option, the stack welded variations have their limitations. And the most ubiquitous is the resistance they allow to use, which can be an issue even when you pre-exhaust and do not lift heavy. Keeping things pretty wide, I did about 5 sets on the incline hammer strength press, and then I finished with what I see as the ultimate pec builder next to the guillotine press, the incline dumbbell press. With my pecs completely pre-exhausted, I could barely work up to some 70-pound dumbbells. Nevertheless, I used those to perform the last 4 sets, which felt quite heavy. Similar to what I covered regarding the machine and the dumbbell fly, these 2 presses complement each other very well. The hammer strength lets me focus on the positive, whereas the dumbbells provide a deeper stretch on the negative. When I have a pump, the water also allows me to more readily target the uppermost pec, which many of us want to improve, but that depends on body dimensions and muscle insertions, so feel free to let me know if the same applies to you. Lastly, we move to some triceps cable extensions and a few minutes of flexing to finish the session. Meal. For my meals on those 2 days, I had beef, eggs, chocolate and some whey isolate. I start my meal / break my fast with a shake and dark chocolate. The first comprises about 3 scoops of whey isolate with plenty of leucine and spring water, and based on the label, that provides a little less than 100 grams of protein. The chocolate is 90% dark and I keep it in the freezer before eating. It may sound odd, but I prefer the taste when it's frozen. Plus, it goes very well with the double chocolate shake, which I also keep in the fridge. As long as for how much chocolate I eat, that entirely depends on how I feel. Usually it's between 1 and 200 grams and seldom it can get up to 300. After the shake in the chocolate, I move to my meal's main part. Typically I cook that while having the water, and on those days that was beef patties and fried eggs. Cooked in butter, those were about 1.5 pounds of beef and 4 to 5 whole eggs. I sandwich the patties between the eggs and then wrap them up in baking or sandwich paper. This is one of my favorite meals. The other is chicken with a green salad and basmati rice. Let me know if you want to see that too. Otherwise, this wraps up what I eat and how I train on a random day after 10 years of OMAD. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more content like this, check my other works and books, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your time.